Hello, hello. How's it going, Robert?
Whoa.
Yeah, let's get some.
Oh, yeah. Last week I was looking and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I didn't have one last week. Hey, how's it going, Newt?
Doing all right. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I'm changing my angle a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, how's you guys, your holidays, your New Year's, your celebrations, Christmas and stuff like that?
It was pretty good. I had a nice Christmas and New Year's with my family and some friends, but
Nice, that's cool. Nothing too crazy, yeah?
yeah,
Yep,
other
just
than the
family.
fires.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff,
Are
awesome
you
stuff.
are you down in that area, Newt?
Yeah, I actually literally, like 2 minutes ago, just got a notification on my phone that my area is in an evacuation warning. So,
Uh-oh. That's not good.
That's terrible, it's terrible.
Yeah. So what do they say? Warning, does that mean you gotta do it pretty quick, or is that just be ready to?
it just means be ready to.
Oh,
So now I
wow.
get to repack the bag that I unpacked this morning after last night.
Wow. Wait, so did you say they had the warning like happen again? Or was that the first one?
Uh, it's the first one for my area, but last night there was a fire in Hollywood Hills that the evacuation areas were getting really close. So I packed a bag just in case, but um, I don't know if that was like an accident or something that they sent it a few minutes ago, because the the app that reports the fires, there's not one nearby. So I don't know if that was like an accident or what. I mean, I'm gonna treat it like it's real, but I have no idea.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry to laugh. I saw Stan's screen and he's completely in the void.
Pinky.
That's hilarious. How's it going, Larry? Good to see you, man.
Good.
Nice. Yeah, how are your holidays?
Not too bad.
Nice,
Busy.
nice. Yeah, that's good to hear. It's good to hear. Yeah, Stan, you can
I
let's
shall
see what you can do.
return.
Yeah. All right, cool. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, 2025. We're gonna kind of see how things go. Do you guys have any like in terms of like 3D printing? Obviously, trying to make money, profiting, or just general 3D printing plans. Like, how do you see kind of 2025 going? Like in terms of what you're doing.
I hope I make money. I gotta pay for all that stuff.
Good point. 100%,
And
hundred
you get a
percent.
hobby that goes out of control, and now you're like, oh my God, too many printers, and I gotta sell off a few and tighten things down a little bit. So
That's a good point for sure. Yeah. Good thing is materials aren't too expensive. They've come down a lot in price, but you just end up getting so much filament. It's like it works out the same.
you gotta sport that filament habit.
That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. How about you, Larry?
Uh, I don't know. I've been kind of busy getting ready for a business trip up to Reno here in a couple of weeks. So I've been prepping equipment and stuff to go out there.
Okay. Interesting.
So, I mean, to see how things go and everything when I get back. But between now and then, it's like, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay. Still kind of seeing how things play out, how things go.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's good. And how about you, Newt? Yeah, how's the Etsy going? I know you made those sales like over the Christmas period, which is awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. I got quite a few sales in December, comparatively to what I was getting before, at least. um, and I actually got 2 sales this week already, so
Nice.
that's exciting. But yeah, I have plans to try to release something at least once a week, because as someone else said, I also have to pay off all this stuff. So
Yeah,
Indeed. Yeah, for sure. That's good to hear. Keep it up.
G'day, Mike.
How's it going, Rod? Sorry, Eric, Rodder.
Thanks. Good, thanks.
Nice. Yeah. How are your holidays?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Nice and sunny and warm over here.
Nice. We got complete opposite.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, yeah. How's your like celebrations in New Year's? Did you do anything big for that?
No, not a lot.
A bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
You like been there, done that.
How was your New Year's?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I wasn't actually going to do much at first, but one of my friends reached out and I was like, might as well go out into the town, go for a little drink, So I had a little night out. It's a bit of fun, but yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah, how's the project? The printing project.
Yeah. I had another project given to me by a friend to make an adapter for his ceiling fan that goes on his ceiling. His ceiling's got a rough finish on it, and he needed an adapter to go between the fan bracket and the ceiling. So I managed to design and make that for him. Yeah.
Oh, so you've actually already designed it, or you're in like the process?
Yeah, I'll just go and grab it and show you.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Little design skills, I love a bit of that. I'm getting into my CAD, my Tinkercad stuff, so that's a lot of fun. You guys see the little fidget clicker I made? Got my little fidget clicker.
That's what you normally have in the ceiling fan. You have that goes against the ceiling.
Yeah.
And then that covers it all up once it's on the ceiling. Well, he had a textured ceiling, very, very thick texture. So I made that to go on top of it. And I'll just get that out of there. I made that to go on top to extend it 40 millimeters.
Awesome. I like it.
You put screws, you bolt that together, and then put screws through underneath in the right angle section, and they come through there into the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah. Bit of a project, bit of a design.
Yeah. Did you know about the December functional challenge? You could definitely enter that as a submission. We have like a functional design challenge where for December we've extended it because of the holidays, but basically a bunch of people are submitting functional designs, and then we're gonna have like a vote and a contest to see who has like the best, most voted functional design. So you can put up like pictures of like the CAD and it in motion, or the pictures or whatever, little explanation. And yeah, and the little prize, the prize is a $100 Amazon gift card and a trophy designed by me. We'll see how that goes. I'm still new to design, but I'll try my best and see what kind of trophy I can come up with.
Sounds good.
3 Tinkercad blocks on top of each other.
I wouldn't put it past me. We'll see. Awesome. That's good to hear. I like the projects, man. That's good stuff. Keep him busy. I've actually been working on a few things. Sorry, Stan. Yeah, how's your holidays? And ask you, how's your holidays and your celebrations and your time off, and whatnot?
Everything was just very laid back. We didn't travel at all. Everything was going along nicely, and last weekend I ended up with strep, so now I'm eating antibiotics, and I was just starting to feel better, and a head cold came along. So if I bail out on you guys, it's not that I'm being antisocial. It's I'm about to go on a sneezing or coughing jag, and you don't need to hear that garbage.
Wow.
Sorry for the mess with my camera. I only had to unplug and replug it about 20 times, and then it decided not to put me in magenta mode. Now, I may have to break down and buy another $20 webcam. The pain and suffering of it. How was your holidays? Everybody good?
Yeah, it's good, man. Good. Nice little bit of time off. I'm still doing the design stuff, but yeah, it was nice to spend time with the family, relaxing. Yeah, awesome,
You
awesome.
have you have little kids, right?
Nah, I don't.
Oh, I thought I'd heard little kids in the background at some point.
Oh
Must
my,
be one of the other folks in there.
That was his printers.
yeah, it might be my printers. It's going off in the background. Those little ones. It was making
I've got
noise.
Bamboo, he's got Munchkin.
Got a little bamboo mini. That's one of the minis.
Like little
Yeah,
printers.
yeah. I see. That's pretty good. But yeah, I've been learning my CAD stuff, so I made a little post in the group, and basically this is a fidget clicker, so it actually has keyboard keys that you can actually press down. Obviously, in the shape of is that falling off a little bit? In the shape of like a keyboard, a little piano type of thing. So that's just like one of the videos. The HL Modtech, he's a YouTuber. He's got some awesome like Tinkercad tutorials. So I just kind of followed him and ended up making that design. That's one of the first ones. And I'm going to continue with that. See how that goes. Yeah, Eric, which software do you use to design? Design your.
A Libra Atom 3D.
Awesome. I've heard of them. I don't know too much about
Very
it,
good.
but
Very good.
okay, sweet. Is that like a paid one? I think it's a paid one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but it's not a
it,
subscription. Yay.
yeah,
Awesome.
you have to. You pay maintenance every year. It's only about $100 in maintenance every year, so that's
It's
okay.
not bad. Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Yeah.
Watch out for that, Eric. They try to double charge you for maintenance.
No,
At least in the US, a Libre
yeah,
annual is $50. But somehow, if you bought the workshop edition where you get to install it in 2 machines without it puking, they try to charge you for both of them.
oh,
And you
right.
got to call them up and go, dudes, there's only one focus running this software at this place. It's
No,
not
for,
a
Aus-
2-seat shop.
for Australia and New Zealand, the guy is in New Zealand,
Mhm.
and he's the agent for Oceania, or as they call it. Yeah,
Okay.
he's good.
Yeah, I like a Libre. I haven't gone back and looked at FreeCAD since they came to a full 1 point something or other release. I don't know. Some people seem to be thinking they finally managed to get at least 2 out of 12 workbenches behaving approximately like they're in the same package. So that's an improvement over FreeCAD in the past. The last time I tried to use it, I really tried to bite off a real complicated project. I tried to make a cube, 1 inch square on each side. Should have been difficult, should it? All I could get was under constrained and over constrained. 4 hours later, I still could not extrude a cube.
What?
Yep.
Insane. Wow.
With the Libra Atom 3, you can actually, that's the cheaper version, because I think there's a more expensive version. But with the Atom 3, you can still do assemblies. Haven't done that yet, but yeah, it's very powerful. I haven't used half the stuff in it.
Oh yeah, Libre is a very nice package. I
And
like.
you can set up planes on curves and all sorts of stuff.
Have you played with lofting?
Sorry?
Have you played with lofting?
No.
Where you can set up one end of an object with, say, a square, and the other end with an octagon, and you can then join up points, and then you can do a twist.
Atom 3 will do that. Atom 3 joins up objects each end.
Yep, it'll do those nice complex curves. It's very cool.
Yep.
So I want to quickly get into a little topic. So a lot of people mention, obviously with 3D printing, it's quite difficult to find that profitable product, right? A lot of people kind of have ideas of products that they want to buy. I mean, that they want to make and sell, but they don't really know how to kind of find that. So I want to kind of just go through a little kind of exercise of finding profitable products in different niches and stuff like that. How's that sound, guys?
That sounds good.
Yeah. Cool. Don't know if if you have like different niches and stuff. I don't know if you guys want to hear different profitable products, the kind of process. A little bit,
Sure.
a little bit.
I could see possibly there's already enough of the stuff out there on printables and other places, but a lot of the model railroading world consists of people who still think it's 1942. And there's probably an opportunity to sell things like the track alignment jigs into that market because you have a minimum space between tracks. So when when two trains are going by each other around a bend, they won't, because it'll almost always, the track's here, but the end of the car tends to come over a little bit. So you end up, because the cars are linear, of course, you get points sticking further out. And yeah, if they're going the other way doing the same thing and those points get together, hilarity ensues. So track alignment's important. I've been fooling around with using 9-gram micro servos to control model railroad switches, but I'm not really designing anything there. I'm just using other people's work because it's been done so many times that why reinvent it?
It's a good point. It's a good point. I don't really know too much about the model, the rail model world, but I'm sure there's a lot to it.
Well, see, you're still fighting that battle of life as an adult. I'm in my third childhood. I'm back just playing in my shop now, so I'm okay.
For sure. That's understandable. Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, basically I'll look, we can kind of just do a group kind of exercise looking at different products and stuff like that. Maybe we could even look at some of the rail kind of model stuff, that kind of niche, and kind of look into potential products there. So let's see, let me quickly share my screen. Okay, cool. So usually it's good to kind of figure out the demand, so how much demand items have. So I showed you guys before, you got like Etsy and stuff like that, things like EverBee that shows you the actual like numbers of how many sales people are making. So let's see, what's like a niche, does someone have like a niche that they can mention, something I can type in, or kind of a product? Any ideas?
Home decor.
Candy molds, cookie cutters, all that.
Let's go home decor. Yeah. Okay, so home decor, about 8,000 searches. Obviously, it's going to be quite a popular subject. So obviously, the more popular it is, the more competition there's going to be. So you want to kind of try and dive in. Let's just close this. We're going to kind of dive into different niches within the home decor, right? So the cool thing with this is, let's see if I've got good signal here. So yeah, it's going to give me like a nice little kind of list of all the products within that home decor kind of search. Let's try to refresh that. Doesn't usually take this long to load. Okay, let's get a little error there. So let's see. Okay, we'll go to product analytics. That's the one I usually like to go to. See, this actually loads. It might be giving us an error for some reason. Let's see. No rows available. Okay, let's see. Let's type in here. Home decor. There we go. So right now it's showing up 7 million listings, which is an insane amount to go through. So let me go to filter, and then I like to put in monthly sales. So you can put about 100 monthly sales as a minimum. And you're going to start to see this number drop. So 600 down from 7 million. You can also put in number of favorites, number of reviews. So 50 is usually a good one. That's when you're going down to. reviews. So you can kind of raise these up until you get a number that's a bit like lower, and sort by monthly revenue. Maybe you can raise up the monthly sales 300 or so. So we're looking for items that are in high demand. Obviously you see the monthly revenue, which means that it's actually selling. It's not just an item or an idea, it's something that's actually selling. So we're looking at wood signs, let's see, handmade shelf, neon signs. So you could potentially 3D print neon signs. Obviously it's high demand, and add in like, you know, third-party lights. Neon sign again. Got a cutting board. It's probably not too good for like 3D printing a cutting board. Ornament. Okay, personalized photo map. That's interesting. So we can kind of go into the listing and look a little bit closer at what we're looking at. So we're seeing 5 people bought this in the last 24 hours, £96. And you can see the design. Obviously it's possible to actually 3D print something like that. Recently I saw a pretty cool thing. It was actually like a puzzle in the shape of a map. Let me see if I can find that. So 50 states. Let's see on Thingiverse. Okay, so that's laser cutting. Got 50 states of America. Yeah, you got this puzzle set here. Obviously that's basic in terms of how it looks, but that's kind of within that realm. There's another thing that I saw, 50 states. No, it's the same listing. State. Pin shape. Maybe it was this one. So this is the stuff that I was like researching before. So it's a 3D puzzle. Yeah, here we go. You can actually see like terrain and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. Let's see what's in here. But yeah, like this itself, you could 3D print this and have it as something similar to that. And as you can see, obviously this is £96. That right there, it's not going to cost you a lot of filament, and you can even have a unique kind of spin on it. You could have it in, I don't know, maybe multicolor filament. You could have some kind of extra designs in there to make it a bit prettier. You could have some animals on there for the kids or something like that. So basically you're looking at variations of existing designs and putting your own kind of personal spin on it to make it a little bit better or just different. And obviously, yes, kind of down to like your thoughts. And plus you can use like ChatGPT to kind of give you ideas. You know, you can type in, oh, I've got a 3D printed 50 state map. What kind of ideas can I use to make this different? And you can get ideas like that. So that's kind of an idea of one thing you can do just with one product. Let's continue to go through. Middle finger candle set. That's funny. Got to see this. And close these down. So that's a lovely one there. Obviously these are candles, £6 each. But you could obviously make just a normal one without a candle and just like a funny kind of quirky gift. It's pretty well designed, isn't it? That's interesting. And yeah, like having multicolor, having different filament colors. 19 people bought this in the last 24 hours, so you know it's in high demand. Back here, it's making 29,000 in monthly revenue, so per month. What else have we got here? Neon sign again. Okay, what's this? That looks interesting. It's a bear family puzzle. And yeah, you can actually make puzzles. I was actually working on an article or something similar because I saw an idea like that, and I was like figuring out how to make a puzzle with 3D printing. So I'm going to look into that a little bit more. But yeah, this looks really cool. £22. Original price is $54. 60% off, right? Got a little video here. So you see how that comes together. That's definitely possible to design. Have the individual pieces that come together in that way. And you can personalize it with the names. as they've done there. Obviously this is wood, but you can make it out of a 3D print, put a different spin on it as well. And listing age is only 12 months old, so that's a year, and it's made 600 sales, 500 sales per month. So there's a lot of demand for this item, so you just have to position yourself in a way where you can get some of that demand and make a good product. And yeah, I forgot to mention, so let me go back onto this. So a good thing you can do is actually go through the reviews and kind of look for individual kind of pieces that people like about it, and that can give you more information about like what to incorporate within your design as well. So yeah, these are just like praising it pretty much, you know, 5 stars, doing pretty good. But sometimes you might have a product. So what was that?
Said I did see one of the people pointed out that heart is a choking hazard for small children. I don't know if the rest of the world is as paranoid as the US, but American children are stupid. They don't have the sense not to cram shit into their throats and up their butts and nostrils. And then,
Good point.
boom,
Good point.
and then it has to be someone else's fault, of course. You know.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
the parents are stupid because they allow them to get to that.
Well, yes.
Good point. Good point. America are very Sue happy, I've heard. Okay, we got some picture reviews as well, which is pretty cool. So you can even see the packaging, you know, maybe there's a unique spin on the packaging or some kind of note that they leave, stuff like that. So yeah, you can definitely use this for ideas, and you know, kind of change some kind of angle. It might not be bears, you know, it could be maybe some fish, it could be like a mermaid family or some kind of different animal. You know, you can really position it however you like. You can be like go to Google and be like most popular animals: dog, lion, cat, horse. It's really that simple, and just have a different spin on it. Penguins, that'd be pretty cool. We could base it off like a Disney kind of thing, right? Like Disney animals. Obviously again, it's a copyright, but just the animal version rather than the actual Disney thing and stuff like that. And yeah, you could really theme it like any way you want and have some cool stuff. Yeah. Let's continue to quickly go through these. More signs, wooden sign, custom maps. And yeah, you can also like do a minimum price. So let's say we want to find more high margin items that are like more expensive. You can go ahead and pop down like, let's say 40. Go there, and then maybe we come up on this. So there's more listings. Can knock that down to 50. Knock that down to 50. Let's maybe go less on here. So we've got 25 listings, 63. So now we got all these items that are at least £40, at least 100 monthly sales, at least 50 favorites, and at least 50 reviews. And here we have another world map, 160 this time. It's making 120,000 in monthly revenue. Insane. Let's have a quick look at this. We'll close these down. Okay. Literally, it's insane. So it's 55 months old, so it's about 4.5 years. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's like a nice wall decoration. It's showing as £56, so that must have been like the original price, the 160, and it's come down. Sometimes it has a bit of a lag in there. Okay, and they allow you to put in some pins, different types of wood. So that's interesting. You could actually like, you can use a wood filament, and you could actually use lacquer on it to make it look a lot nicer. I've seen that before. So that's a pretty good idea. Like you can make that for sure. There's probably like files where you can get like a world map. Let's have a look.
When you put the lacquer on, you can use a brush, and it actually puts like a wood grain finish on it. I've done that with the wood grain.
Awesome.
Filament.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, like
I'd
this
also
one.
say if you're using a bamboo printer, don't do it in the AMS. That wood filament will tear up your tubes.
Good point. Very good point.
Just saying. Did it? Been there? Done that?
Wow. That sucks.
I
Okay,
was
so
I was
this.
using 2 different wood filaments, and I was trying to create something with it and give it kind of that burned-in look with some lettering. And well, I tore up 2 tubes.
No way. I've never torn up tubes before. That's crazy.
Yeah, in my AMS, I tore up 2 tubes going to the internal hub.
Sheesh. Okay. All right. So yeah, the good thing, obviously, you can look for models, and you can see if they have like the licensing and stuff. Sounds like my filament's like tangled a little bit. Yeah, this filament's getting tangled. We'll sort it. We'll see. But yeah, this one is non-commercial, so you can't use this like commercially. But what you can do is go to the actual designer and you can message them. You can ask them about like whether they would allow you to sell it or do some kind of variations, something like that. So yeah, you just log in, send them a message. So yeah, don't be scared to kind of send a message to designers. I can see my filament trying to wind. It's like tangled, but it's okay. What else have we got? This is pretty
How's
cool.
your filament tangled if it's a fresh roll or a new
Oh,
roll,
this is
not one that you rewound?
this, like, I've heard reports, I've been seeing online, this Eson Cold White. This isn't the new Elegoo that I had. This Eson Cold White is wrapped or was rolled, whatever, pretty badly. So it's been happening like constantly, but it kind of like keeps on going. I've had a few times it paused and stuff like that, but it's trooping
I
on.
have never had one actually tangled. If it loosens up and tightens, it binds on itself, but I've never found one actually tangled unless I let things go loose and didn't fix it properly.
I've had
Yeah.
3 tangles, and in every case, the printer had been running for 6, 7, 12 hours. It
Sheesh.
was not a surface layer tangle where I let go of the end and didn't realize that it hopped under.
Oh no, I've had one that I guess was loose, and then when they were spooling it, and it pulled it so tight that it bound up within.
Bound
it was
up
just
inside,
bound.
yeah. No, these
was
were
bound.
actual layers crossing each other, tangles.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
The most recent was Elegoo. It happened last week. Before that, the other 2 were both Sunlu.
Wow.
And in theory, it is impossible. There are people on Reddit that will attack you if you dare to suggest that it can happen. They are morons. I'm sorry, when you open a new spool of filament and you come in the next day and you've gone through 2/3 of the spool and there's a tangle, it's not you doing it. And,
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's
all I
definitely
can
not
figure
you
is
doing
they
it.
get a spill in the production line, and somebody goes, hurry up, and tosses a loop back on it and lets it catch up. And that loop that comes off, if you flip it 180, when you toss it back on, it's going to be buried in there.
Yeah, I
And
figured
that's
that's what
pure
the binding was.
speculation. I've never worked on a filament production line. I don't even know if such a thing can happen, but it in theory is impossible, and in practice it happens. So
I think that's
Yeah.
some of those bindings too, because they try to flip it back over and everything, and it got loose while they were working on it, and it catches up and it just kinks it up and everything. So
yeah, that 3/4 of a kilogram inertia coming to a screeching halt in 3 degrees of rotation will kind of embed the filament, won't it?
I have a question for
Yeah.
you all that's kind of related. I got a spool of filament recently that the like actual spool, the sides are warped, and so it doesn't fit in the AMS because it can't like spin correctly. Do any of you have a suggestion for how to fix that?
re-spool it.
Get a
What kind of
Postomatic respooler.
what kind of
Okay.
spool is it on? Is it a spool that you can take it off? Like you
No,
can
I
do.
tried and it didn't it didn't come apart.
What
Uh,
type
What
of
brand?
filament? Is it paper or is it a plastic spool?
You might be able to like
It's a
break it.
plastic spool from 3D Max.
You might be able to break it if you can do it safely, or re-spool it the slow way. What do you guys think? I've not done that before, but I've seen like people talk about it and stuff like that. What would you guys suggest?
I would respool it.
I'm okay.
If I could get
I
it
don't
to-
have an AMS, so I can't play with this one.
I would respool it. I actually had a was it eSun? One of them. The
In 2 seconds.
the spool came in damaged, and I went and I thought I had it okay, and of course it was one of the oddball size ones. So when I tore it apart, it wouldn't fit over the Sun Loop or the Bamboo Lab spool. So I kind of hacked together the other side, put the side back on, put it on the respooler, and did it.
Okay. All right. I'll try that with the thing that Robert sent. Thank you guys. I've never done that before, and I was like, I don't really know what to do right now.
Yeah,
Good luck.
understandable for sure. Yeah, let us know how it goes. Yeah. Okay, yeah. What do you guys think about this little world map here? It's kind of cool, isn't it? It's got nice little kind of color changes and stuff like that. But yeah, it looks like world maps are quite popular. We've seen a few kind of instances of world maps, so I guess this is like a good decor thing. You could probably even like Hue Forge something like that and make something kind of cool. But yeah, we can kind of come up with these. This one I think was a attribution license, so it's free to use commercially. You just have to give like a mention of the model and stuff like that. But yeah, that's like a general gist of the process to find profitable products. Definitely if you're like looking for something new, if you're kind of looking to list new items, get something new out there, it's a really good process to find it, you know. A lot of signs. But this is just Etsy. Obviously the biggest online retailer by far is Amazon. Let's move this a little bit. Yeah, so Amazon, you know, you can definitely find some stuff on there, and they do have like a similar thing. I don't have like something similar like EverBee, but in terms of Amazon, you can also like have products that show how many monthly sales they get. So maybe you type in like home decor on there. Okay, let's see. So we got, let's see.
One thing you want to do if you haven't thought about it is go to a incognito page and don't log in. Otherwise, you're going to get skewed results.
Okay.
Because it'll take all the stuff you've done before. Amazon knows every click you make on its website. So
yeah, good point.
So
let's see.
Yeah, it's important to get unskewed. I mean, a lot of times it'll come out, but other times it'll really throw it off, and that way it'll show you what other customers as you start to drop down.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's kind of cool. This little duck key holder. There are some cool ideas here. Some of these can like kind of be recreated with 3D printing. This little rude monkey figurine. I'm liking these ideas. Let's see. But yeah, just kind of scroll through and see what stuff are actually like 3D printable. Like what stuff could you make that 3D printing can kind of replicate in some way and have like either a similar version or there's something that's like similar-ish but in a different angle or different vein. So I've seen some stuff like this toilet roll holder. I haven't seen one that holds so many. I've seen like one that's a single holder, and that's £23 for that. And it looks like they have other designs here. They have the cat toilet roll. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, right there. That's pretty cool. But that looks like really easily, like you could 3D print that for sure, right? And that's selling for £19. Like, think about how much filament that'd be. Not too much. It might be like $1 in filament, a couple dollars. It's got like no infill, anything like that. Make that out of like a nice strong material. Probably PLA will do well anyway. Caterpillar roll. I like that. That's cool. You got the elephant. You got the giraffe. I like that. And back to the sheep. And then we got this one. What was this made from? That's hilarious. There's a bunch of them. Bunch of monkeys flicking you off. Type of material. It says resin, I saw. Yeah, resin material. Okay, and then what else we got? This one's kind of cool. A little key holder in a duck form. See how big it is. It's only 6.1 inches by 2.76. Magnetic beak, so you can just put a magnet in there. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Like, you could do a multicolor, or you could just split the model into pieces, so you don't have to do the color changes and have filament waste, and just kind of attach it onto it. But yeah, that's like a simple design. Like, you could probably sculpt it up in Blender, probably even in Tinkercad. You could do a simple design, right? And what else do we have here? This is a nice little clock. That's awesome. So I was looking for the little thing where it tells you how many monthly sales. Yeah, right here. So that's 400 bought in the past month for this key holder. So you can see there's demand.
Doesn't that say that you have to? I think they have to have 50 sales, or you have to. No, they have to have 50 sales or something for that to show up.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
I'm not positive. I know there's something where it works sometimes, and I believe I might be wrong. No, I'm pretty sure I looked that up before when I was in that other class.
Yeah, it's a good point though, because the most I've seen is only 50 plus. But some listens, it looks like they might have had 50 plus sales, but I still didn't see it. So I think in some cases it does, in some cases it doesn't, maybe. Something like that, but yeah. And let's see what else. This one's 200 bought in the past month. And I wonder how heavy this is, because it looks like it might be quite heavy, right? Let's look at weight. Okay, it's only 450 grams. Interesting. And the size of it, 19 high, 11 by 11. So yeah, that's interesting. Let's look at like come off of this. Let's look at like monkey designs. Monkey. So you could have like a little butler or anything. Let's see. So yeah, a lot of designs, they're gonna be like you can use them commercially and stuff like that. Let's have a quick look at this one. So yeah, you can use this commercially. It's attribution license. You know, you can scale this up. I think that's a kind of cool idea. Let's go back here. So this is just like an ornament sculpture. Like, what do people use it for? Go into the reviews, see where people are using it. Great in the hallway. Okay, that's just on the side, probably in the lounge. That's funny, a little butt plant. Okay, just on a shelf or desk or kind of thing. 20 centimeters.
They give them to people who think they're cute because they've never been around small monkeys. If they have been, they know just accuracy. The small ones are total pricks.
Yeah, I've seen the videos.
Intelligent animals, and if not, they just rip your arms off and then they're bored and they walk away, you know. But little monkeys are nasty little buggers.
True. So yeah, you can just kind of comb through the reviews. Birthday present, ornament, surprised by the size, get so many compliments on it, stuff like that. So yeah, it's a lot of potential for finding, you know, new product ideas. That's just by typing in home decor in in Amazon. So any kind of keyword. Stan, what did you mention before? You mentioned cookie cutters, something else, candy something.
Cookie cutters, candy molds, the kind of thing where you could line them
Candy
with
mold.
like Glad wrap or something like that, so you wouldn't have to be getting into the argument about whether PLA is in fact food safe or not, and whether or not it's porous or not, and all the rest of that happiness.
Okay.
Doesn't
we
matter if
could-
you're right or wrong, somebody will tell you you're the other.
Yeah, we could look at like other, so like types of molds. Or like molds similar to candy molds. I don't know. Sweet molds, blah blah. Let's see, candy makers. I don't know how good molds would be for an item. Cookie cutters, that's obviously quite saturated. There's a lot, but there's potential there.
And they're cheap.
Silicon.
Yeah, and
Silicon,
they're already
yeah.
out there, and they're cheap, and they're silicon, and you don't have to worry about it. So it's probably, it was just something that came to mind that if you wanted to make some unique, it might be interesting. But
okay, so we can
no
look at
matter
some
how
of
weird
these.
it is, somebody's probably already done it.
Yeah, we can look at some of these sections up here as well, right? You got like, well, let me close these ones down. Then you got bestsellers, new releases, deals. You got so many ideas up here. Toys, home and garden. So let's look at some bestsellers, see if there's anything like 3D printable. You got some filament there, a little ESON. Good stuff. Let's see. Books, tissues, board games. That's what we viewed already.
Books.
Household pineapple. Interesting. Decorative pineapple. Not too much there. Probably scroll through and see something about. This one's what? Fashion? New releases? Okay. DIY and tools. Let's see. An adapter. Let's see what's actually got some numbers on it. 257. Car stuff. Let's see. Windshield cover. Portable car heater. Anti-freezing snow removal device. Interesting. Okay, not too much there. So you can just kind of scroll through. I've not really checked through this before. I'm just kind of looking at different things. Okay, garden and outdoor. Bedroom. Maybe garage would be a good one. Let's bring that to the front. Okay. Interesting.
I've seen a lot of different plant markers in STLs. I don't know how many people are selling them on Etsy.
You could have a quick little look.
It's probably already saturated. But
You say, what's it called again? Plant science?
Plant markers.
Plant markers. Let's have a look. I'll also look back on the actual Etsy search page.
Also check for garden markers or
herb marker.
I've looked this up before.
Plant markers 422.
But
And then
that is something that you can make a
quickly
lot
go
of.
on. I'll quickly go on garden.
They're flat. They'll print fast, and you can print a lot of them. And with ironing, they'll look good on the front.
Okay, so first we'll go with plant markers. Let's see. Product analytics. Let's go here. Oh yeah, I have to get rid of these. Okay. I think someone's breathing into the mic a little bit. I can hear that through.
Pretty heavy.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so 300.
Luke,
Okay,
I am your herb marker.
That's funny. All right, so 324 listings. There's not too much. This is £1,600 in monthly sales. There's something there. These are seed packs, outdoor plaque, garden markers, copper. That's making 1,000. So there's still something. There's demand there for it. Okay, teacher gift, plant markers. Let's have a quick look at that one. Oh, it's not available. Sometimes if it's not available, what you can do is how do you do it again? You can go to here. You can look at the store. You can look at like the store name, and then search up the actual store. View on Etsy. Let's see. So I'll go Etsy. Put in the term. Google's blocked here. Okay, that's great. Etsy, the name. You can kind of see the name and see the products or similar products and stuff. Marker, maybe. Okay, so something like that, I guess.
I bought a diode laser.
Nice. Okay, wood plant stakes for table decor, baby shower. Okay, interesting. That's a lot of reviews. Jeez. What? 35,000 reviews. That's insane. Okay, cool. Let's go back here. So really much there. So yeah, we'll probably come after this one. Let's check the other ones. This one was plant markers. Is that the same one? Okay, let's check out garden markers. Let's go back here. And EverBee database. 25,000. Let's narrow this down. Number of listings. We'll do monthly sales. Let's do like 50. Let's see, it's down to 62. Okay. Okay, so it's a garden stone. Dog cat memorial headstone. Do you reckon you could 3D print that? Like a memorial headstone. Let's have a look at this listing.
Depends what it looks like.
Okay. That's huge forge potential. Let's look at the video. 13 people bought this in the last 24 hours. Okay, it's gonna be outside, so obviously it needs to be like UV resistant and stuff like that. You probably could make something similar. It wouldn't obviously be as good as this, but you could like print it face down to get like a nice shiny effect. Do you remember that build plate that I showed you guys with the shiny kind of surface and stuff like that? And then you could do 2 color. There's a way to do 2 colors in 1 layer. Do you guys know about that?
Yeah, but what I'm really thinking about is that paw prints on our hearts reminds me of the stories of the old lady who croaks and her cats eat her.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, yeah, when the old cat ladies die in their houses, the cats have nothing to do and they start eating. And if nobody does a welfare check for a week, animal control has bonus fun while they're
Wow.
doing the situation.
Sheesh.
See the fun things you learn when you hang out with sheriff's offices and such.
Wow. Oh, that's interesting. It's quite a high price there. Pause by date plus photo. Stone size. So if you get a big stone, then the date. So the pause with the date and the photo.
I wonder if they're sandblasting those.
I don't think it's like custom granite. I think they're just saying custom in their name, like because it's customized. That's usually how they describe things in Etsy.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
does
they've
it say
got
anything?
the animal's name is on it and the years.
Yeah.
And what do those weigh? Go back to the weight.
Where was that?
Sorry, just saw the weights.
What, in the picture? Oh yeah, here it is.
Right there.
15 pounds for the big one.
See, that's got to be like etched granite somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's proper. Yeah.
Either laser etched or
That's a faux or real stone with a polish on it that's then etched or blasted.
Yeah. Let's look if there's like some variations. So do like memorial headstones. Quickly look it up on Thingiverse.
Something you could also do is say like a lithophane, like a custom lithophane for their pets.
Right.
True, for sure. Okay, make a world. Let's look at some memorial stuff. Yeah, custom lithophane would be real cool. I was looking into some of that, like, it's definitely possible. Have the little light in there as well. No Memorial Day lithophane. Interesting. That's pretty cool. The color. Okay, you got some memorial markers. I have no idea what that is. Okay, interesting. So there's not too much on it.
With a magnet to put on your refrigerator door, your kid brought it home. You have no choice. It must be displayed.
True, true. Okay, tombstone for best friend. That's a pretty cool gesture. Okay, so yeah, that's something similar. You know, you could obviously scale that up, have it quite big. It's not as big as they show in here. We could actually do it in pieces. You could break it up and make it like really big, right? If you wanted to, and just like connect it together. So that's
I
like,
don't know.
yeah,
I'd
that's
rather
something
just
similar.
do it as one piece and call it that because
Like that, right?
it'll look much better. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean,
Unless
you start
you,
enlarging it and you're able to basically use a welder to put those pieces together and hide the seams.
yeah. Well, you could actually, once you put it together, you can just spray paint it, like fill it, spray paint it. Obviously, it's more work, but obviously the bigger sizes, it has to be worth your while in terms of how much you sell it for. Like you saw the listing, the price, like comparison between like the garden one and the grand. You know, the grand is 150
Right.
compared. So yeah, if you get your money's worth, then it could be worthwhile going for that bigger size to sell. Yeah. And what else have we got? I think that's pretty much okay. No, these ones, yeah, these ones are going up 4K. Good. It's got good demand there. Let's get some sales in. Okay, that's interesting. So that's like more of a 2D thing almost. Definitely possible 3D printing. It's quite big if you see the size.
That looks like plasma cut sheet steel to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see, material. Yep, steel,
Something 3D
metal.
printed that size to get wiped out by the wind.
Yeah, high quality for sure. But yeah, you could position yourself as like not as high quality, but still doable. I think it'll be quite thin though, right? To get that same design, so it might not be able to hold up that well.
It wouldn't in plastic. I mean,
Yeah.
you drag a hose around that by accident without paying attention, and it's going to snap. And that stuff happens all the time. It just,
Yeah.
the nature of outdoor. You stick something in the ground, someone will trip over it.
It'd probably have to be like a good 3-4 millimeters thick, maybe. I think 3 would be okay. That would be pretty durable if you have like a decent amount of walls and stuff.
It might be.
Yeah, because 3 is pretty strong, I'd say.
I'd be more concerned about warping.
Yeah, you have to use the right filament, like
You're gonna have
good
to
ASA.
print it. You're gonna have to print it in ABS or ASA.
For sure, for sure. So what would you call this? Okay, garden stake. Let's see what designs are out there.
Hey, just so you know, we're gonna get blown out of here in about 1 minute.
Okay, yeah, I think I just seen the timing. Okay, it ends in about 2 minutes. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
You'll need one of those printers that I just posted in the link to.
What's that? You got a link in there?
It's a steel 3D printer.
Oh yeah.
A friend of mine just finished building an 8-foot by 20-foot plasma cutter. Yeah,
Sheesh.
it's pretty insane.
See, when they have request a quote, you know the price is gonna be right up there.
If they won't put the price on there, you can't afford it.
Just like yachts.
For sure.
Just
for
like
sure.
restaurants.
Oh yeah, good point.
Oh yes.
That's what I was looking at.
Market
Garden
price.
stakes.
Bend over.
Yep.
So yeah, there's a few garden stick designs. Nothing similar to that, but you could definitely design that. That's like a quick Tinkercad thing. Just make a square, put a dog design. You can get like a SVG and import it into Tinkercad pretty easily, and then just like attach it all up, put some little
I'd probably just
rectangles
do it
there.
I'd probably just do it as a vector in Inkscape so it's scalable, and then farm it out to a plasma cutter.
Yeah, if you have a plasma cutter, then yeah. Is the time gone? Oh, okay. Meeting's ended. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching.